Today's event was put on by the California Department of Natural Resources, which is the overarching department, and this was part of a filling event or part of the commissioning of the project. So we have filled one basin that's about 1,260 acres. This event was then the cascade from that pond into the new EP1, which is the expansion project. We had local representatives, we had state representatives, we had federal representatives too. Everybody that has a stake in the project was here on site to watch this project kind of unveil, and it was a great event to show the community that the state is on board to perform and do what they can to mitigate for the Salton Sea decreasing in size and exposed playa.
The Salton Sea Project, the restoration part of the SCH Species Habitat Conservation Project, is extremely important, not just for the local community, but also for the habitat that's here at the sea.
It's a very large project, and we're getting ready to do the third phase of the expansion, which will entail about 4,500 acres of more wetted habitat towards the north end of the existing Salton Sea Habitat Conservation footprint.
In addition, this project is extremely meaningful for a number of reasons. One, for the local community, not just the residents that are here, but also the Native American tribes.
It would prevent the worsening of the air quality in the area by keeping the dust down, since we cover the whole ground with water.
They are diverting upwards of 50,000 acre foot of water from the New River and bringing in another 20,000 acre foot of water from the Salton Sea to wet up these ponds.
Salton Sea, as it receded and became saltier, we've lost that habitat essentially where no fish are actually present or can be found at the moment of the Salton Sea. So those habitats will provide deep water habitat for fishing birds. Of course, they're going to provide plenty of shoreline habitat for the wading birds. We've also created some islands and loafing islands and nesting islands, so those migratory birds can not only rest, but also feed themselves and be on their way.
It's a major stop along the Pacific Flyway. The birds need a resting place, but they also need habitat and they also need food. And right now, saline content in the Salton Sea is so great, it's twice that of the ocean, that it can no longer support fish.
Eventually, as the ponds fill up, the California Department of Fish and Wildlife will stock these ponds and bring back some of the piscivorous bird species.
Being able to provide and give back to the community, this is a really important resource that is necessary not only for birds and habitat and restoration and protecting endangered species, but for the local residents.
We have 2,000 acres of habitat that were created, but we're really looking forward for the next 7,000 acres of habitat on the western side of the New River that we're hoping will be completed within the 2 or 3 year timeline.
The heat index normally gets up above 130 degrees to be able to protect the workers and the residences here, but also to have a place to start providing ability for recreation and also greater amenities with regards to the Salton Sea and for the local communities, and to be able to have a great place for people to come recreate and live.
It's something that took about a decade to get going. This project was essentially permitting back in 2013. This is what it takes really for a project of those size.
Being an adaptive management project, I think the learning curve and how the construction proceeded through, we had to build a lot of it in wet material. Dealing with the weather out here, we're some of the hottest places on earth with the heat and the dust and the humidity. The salt also from the Salton Sea kind of eats things up out here pretty quick. A lot of challenges, just weather related.
And creation of partnership, but essential that we also have this administration on all sides helping us and pulling us achieving those goals, and had help people along the way, whether it's legislative help or authority or the money that we receive in order to conclude this project.
I've been in the construction business for 30 years, and this is one of my capstone milestone projects. I think it's been really good. Work on something gives back to the community and provide a lot of jobs in construction and biology for the folks in the communities. Good place to work.
NWH came on and helped us on this project and were able to guide us. This is the first design-build project for the department, and without them, I think it would have been close to impossible to complete it. We really were able to work with true partners, our eyes on the ground, and were able to complete this project successfully.